Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Knapp Medical Center pregame show. And it's homecoming for the West Local East Wildcats. Is with us here tonight are members of the 2003 West Local East Wildcats. They were part of the first graduating class to help the Wildcats win their first ever victory 20 years ago. We are celebrating that tonight as the Wildcats take on the Donna North Chiefs in a homecoming game and the final game of the regular season. Mike Gonzalez, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing good, Carlos. So great to be here. So we made it, Carlos. Week 11. We got through the scrimmages. We got through the non-district play. We got through district play. The playoffs start next week. But one more order of business. One more district game tonight. And we got to crown a new queen and king.
Absolutely. And we also made it through the heat, right?
Yes, we did.
It's a little bit cooler tonight, also cooler during the week as homecoming festivities took place throughout the week at Weslaco East. And they started earlier at Weslaco East High School. A huge crowd gathered in the parking lot. The Starlets were there enjoying the cool weather. They even had hot chocolate and some popcorn for everyone. The Conjunto band was there for Weslaco East playing, so there were plenty of dancing going on out there at Weslaco High School. And when it got dark, it was time for the burning of the E. And it was a great opportunity to take photos and enjoy the evening. A lot going on tonight, including senior night. So the traditions of high school football will be in full force tonight at Bobby Lackey Stadium, Mike Gonzalez.
Yeah, Carlos, a little bit different than when I was in high school, Carlos, back in the 90s. You know, the bonfires, we used to have it. It looked like a campfire, actually, and some of them were a little higher, actually, felt, 10, 15 feet high, something like that, and everybody enjoyed it. But the traditions, they changed a little bit. Now they have the letter E for Weslaco East, and a lot of high schools have that nowadays just for the safety measures. And that's all it is.
A lot of things have changed from the 80s and the 90s.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so it's the final game of the regular season, and the Wildcats are in the playoffs. Let's take a look at the standings here as we go into this final week, week 11, because you want to finish strong. You want to finish with momentum going into the playoffs. So there you go. Brownsville Vets, they enter the final game of the season 5-0. They'll take on Brownsville Lopez. Then you got Harlingen South at 4-1. They're taking on Donna, not playoff implications, but seeding implications in that game. Weslaco East here taking on Donna North, seeding implications into this game as well. And then you got Donna at 3-2. Pace, Donna North, and Brownsville Lopez are all on the outside looking in for the playoffs, Mike.
So the 4 teams are already set, Carlos, as you see there with Vets, South, East, and Donna. So I had a chance to talk to the athletic director, Freddie Rodriguez there, and what he basically told me is the way the scenario is if Weslaco East and both Donna High School win tonight. If Donna High beats the Hawks by 5 points or more, then Weslaco East will face PSJA North next week. Now, if it's the other scenario, if Weslaco East wins and Donna loses, obviously, then Weslaco East will take on Edinburgh Vela. However, if, let's say, Donna High wins by 1, 2, or 3, or 4 points, then Weslaco East will also take on Edinburgh Vela. But the key to all this, Carlos, is the Wildcats need to win tonight and just hope that perhaps the Redskins will win by 4 points or less so that they don't play PSJA North. But regardless, the Wildcats are in the playoffs.
They're in the playoffs and they're ready to go, and so it should be fun as the weather has started to change and the playoff season is here, and we look forward to this game and of course next week as well. In the spirit of celebrating homecoming and the 20-year reunion in the class of 2004, let's take a look at this.
Hello everyone, I'm Carlos Robledo, part of the K-West crew, and we're here at Weslaco East High School, home of the Wildcats. And all this week, the Weslaco East Wildcats, Armando Cuer, the head coach of the Wildcats, they are celebrating the very first victory of the high school football season and the first victory in the history of the school with a victory against the Roma Gladiators.
This is video from the very first victory of the Weslaco East Wildcats, and yes, that was a coach's show. This was 20 years ago when Weslaco traveled to Roma for the first game of the season, and they start off with an onside kick. A little trickeration right there. This was a defensive battle, and midway through the first quarter, a thunderstorm hit, and the game was delayed for about 45 minutes. You see why it's so dark there? Yeah, because it was dark and it was raining. and the rain did not stop. So during a downpour, Julio Cantu scored the first touchdown of the season, and the Wildcats were on the board. Because of the rain and the field conditions, there was just mud all over the place. The field, nobody else scored in this game, and the West Loco East Wildcats go in to win the game and capture the first win in school history, 6-0 over the Roma Gladiators. The school opened up the year before. They went 0-10, so it wasn't until the second year in existence that the Wildcats picked up their first victory, and that was September 5th, 2003, 20 years ago at Gladiator Stadium, Mike.
They did it on the road. They did it on a soggy field. You see all that mud there. They did it in the rain. You see the lighting there. And only one touchdown was scored in that game, and history was made. The West Loco East Wildcats picking up the school's first ever victory there. How awesome was that? And they actually have the game ball, Carlos, there at the high school with lettering on it where it says a 6-0. It has a score there, and I believe they have some the coaches' autographs, or they have different things on it, but it's there at the high school for everybody to see. They're on a shelf, real nice and neat there, and that's history, Carlos. And it's really nice to go back 20 years and visit something like that, including your show.
It was, yeah, it sounded different back then.
Yeah.
And you had Coach Armando Cuellar who was there, and Coach Guzman was on the staff, and the coaching staff has changed a lot from there. I know there's a few other people that are still there that are with the Wildcats now, but they picked up that first victory. It was on the road, and we have members of the team. We'll talk to them here in a little bit, but let's talk a little bit about the playoff history of the West Loco East Wildcats, because for the first 5 years were the building block years of the Wildcats. They played with sophomores and juniors in 2002, but then starting in 2007, it was a playoff ride of 14 years, and there were some great players during those years. Donald Moore, Frank Jinez, Bobby Gonzalez. Then in the early 2010s, you're talking about Saul Cuellar, Aaron Munguia, when they started to win titles and go 3 deep. Year 14, 15, and 16, and 17, they go 3 deep. And then for those 3 years, they had players such as Ciro Rojas, J.C. Vargas, Josh Pedraza, and Richard Lefevre. And 2019, the district championship, and they go 3 deep. And who were some of those players? How about Ramsey Vasquez? Remember him? And then in the 2020s, the 2 district titles with Jay Vasquez, Ashton Guajardo, and Alex Martinez. Come over here, guys. Let's go over here. Let's get a better shot of you all, because we have some members here from the 2003 West Loco East Wildcats, graduates from 2004. And with us here, Misael Yanez. How you doing?
Doing pretty good. Pretty excited.
Josh Trevino, he was a quarterback.
How's it going?
Joe Guerrero, who's a free safety.
How you guys doing today?
All right, so Misael Yanez, he was one of the tackles on this football team back in 2003. All-state. He was an all-state football player. What does it feel like to be back over here, be back on the field where you were playing 20 years ago, Misael?
Oh, it makes your legs kind of shake. You want to get back on that field again and give it another shot. So,
what do you think about we were just going through that whole list of the playoffs, then the run that they had during that time after you guys graduated. Just how impressed are you at how mature and how much this team has changed over the years?
you know, just like you said, Robledo here, I mean, they just matured a lot. It's, you know, seeing it from where we started, like I said, sophomores and juniors throughout that year, and, you know, struggling through the games, and seeing what West Loco East has come through, you know, and seeing the news, watching them be in the playoffs constantly, it's just phenomenal. It's just, you know, I'm sure makes me proud. I can speak for these guys, makes us proud of the foundation that was set, not only by, you know, by us there as some of the first players to start for East.
Do you still live here in Brazil?
I'm getting ready to move here. I'm in Wyoming right now, and hopefully within the next year we'll be moving back to San Benito, not to West Loco quite, but
back in the valley.
Back in the valley.
Now, Josh, you live here in West Loco, so you get to keep up with West Loco East all the time. They have just been on a tear the past 14, 15, 16 years. They've just done so well. You have to be proud every time that you tell people you played quarterback for the West Loco East Wildcats, don't you?
I am. To see what they've done in the last years, truly amazing. The maturity, they've set a really, really good foundation for the next years to come. man, some of the people that we played with, they got brothers, cousins. It's crazy to see all of that, but yeah, I'm still a proud Wildcat.
Absolutely, Mike Gonzalez. These guys right here set the foundation.
No doubt about that. And what I want to know, guys, is take us back to that game against Roma. After you guys won, what was it like? What was the bus ride home like for you guys?
I don't think it was a quiet ride at all because we actually had a situation where our buses got stuck. So instead of celebrating off the bat, we had to get off the bus, take our pads off, and get one of the buses out of the mud, get back into the bus, and then ride back. But I mean, nobody was quiet at all. We were celebrating.
I don't remember if Coach Pembroke ever got off of that.
I know, of course not. No, Coach Pembroke didn't get off the bus. But it was an awesome feeling. I mean, so much work that we all put into it. And I mean, just seeing the kids now and everything they do, the coaching staffs, like all that, it's amazing to watch. Like all the coaches that are still there that were there when we were there still tell us, like, aren't you guys proud of the groundwork you all did? And it's like talking to these guys again, and it's amazing to see.
You know, because you guys have to start from somewhere. And I mean, I know Donna North, they've had to experience that as well. And I mean, I think they're playing a little bit better here. But I mean, but you guys, I mean, are the ones that lay the ground down. I mean, even though you guys didn't have a winning team, how good does it feel that you guys were the ones that, hey, people look up to you guys?
It feels good. I mean, that run that they went on, it's amazing to see that many years in a row to get to the playoffs and go as deep as they do, and to know that we started it. We wore that purple and black first. We wore that Wildcat. You know what I mean? It feels amazing, and I'm proud of it. My wife now is actually a coach here, and we love to watch the games. We come back and we support our alumni.
Do you guys still follow Wildcat football, like even through all the years?
I do. I try to. I do have some real good friends who their kids are actually playing on the team right now. So, I mean, we try and keep up as much as we can.
Awesome. And how proud are you of the program?
I'm very proud. I mean, Coach Burgett, he's done an amazing job after Coach Cuellar left, and I just hope to see them continue what they're doing.
All right, guys, we'll go ahead and let you guys stick around here a little bit. Just watch the pregame show here, and then you can hang out here in the sidelines for a little bit as well. We're going to do some top plays. Let's take a look at the top plays of the season because it's the end of the regular season. So we're going to just show you the top plays of the year. And we start off with a game at PSGA, I should say. And this is a great catch by Margarito Pompa for the touchdown. And then how about another outstanding catch in this game? Julian Garcia. And with a throwback right here to Devin Cantu. Same game, and this will be Pompa once again as he was just making so much noise early on. And the adjustment, great catch right there. They made so many outstanding catches in this game. Julian Garcia, there's the catch that I was talking about earlier, and what a game they had against Edinburgh Villa. Then, long down the field, Devin Cantu, 2 feet inbounds. How about the Edinburgh Bobcat game? Devin Cantu, this play goes for about 10 yards. 15 yards. We'll make it 20 yards because he goes into Bobcat Terry. What a nice run there. The Lopez game. Pompa, plenty of white jerseys all around him here, but he escapes them all, and he's in for the score. More passing down the field. Lots of passing plays this year. Probably the most I've seen in a very long time. Julian Garcia, what a catch. Goes up there and makes the catch. Veterans game, Brownsville Veterans, a breakout game for Jediah Chavarin Rivens. Makes himself known. And how about this play right here? Great tackle. Ovedio just had such an amazing year defensively. And how about a little trick play? Well, this is a play down the field as it goes to Rivens with the catch as he's able to keep 2 feet in bounds. And we go to the Donna game. Great catch, Martinez out there to Rivens with a catch. Then late in the game, trying to seal the victory. Okay, let's watch that one more time. I like that. Trying to seal the game, trying to force something here. And the recovery of the fumble, that was just a huge play in the season for the Wildcats. They end up sealing the victory and winning the game 40-37. The pace game. How about a give to Alex Martinez? And then he's going to throw back to Aiden Gonzalez. And Gonzalez, he's got a lot of room here to work with. Needs to get away from one player, and he's able to find the end zone. Martinez, once again, passing down the field and looking. Look at this connection. Look at this great catch. right along the sideline, that's Rivens once again. Pedro Espinosa, he's been money all season long. Let's give him some love. Then defensively, a huge play here by Gabriel Orta. Trying to make this a pick six, but he's got a long way to go. I'm not sure if he's going to make it right there at the 30-yard line. Cuts back, trying to keep going. Got one more bat. How about a little stiff arm? Yeah, he does that in your face, and he's in the end zone for West Lacois. A big shout out to the West Lacois Wildcats. How about also to the student section, always having a good time. And then Alejandro Soto from the Conjunto Band playing the national anthem on his accordion to start off the season. Those are some of your top plays. Mike Gonzalez, what do you think?
Well, Carlos, that's a lot of plays there. It's been a fantastic year, but I think what makes me proud about this team, Carlos, is that we saw some changes throughout the year, because of injuries, and then we had some newcomers that came to the team, and yet the Wildcats still made some tremendous plays throughout the year and route to making the playoffs for the 16th time in 17 years. So it's been a great season, and and no matter what you throw at them, they will come through and make it happen.
And these guys have been enjoying the show here. Joe, you got the call tonight. Joe Aguilar, live stream. What's going on, Joe?
Hey, good evening, everybody. Joy to be here tonight for the season finale of West Laco East football. Last week was a great game. The Wildcats pitched a shutout. I got a chance to catch up with Coach Brigette after the game. He said that the timing was a little off. A lot of his players missed a lot of practice due to a COVID bug that went around the team's locker room, so the team wasn't feeling 100%. But I talked to him today. He said that all of that's behind them. They're getting ready for today. Donna North, of course, wants to come in and be that spoiler as the Wildcats get ready for the playoffs. I'm excited to see what Coach Brigette and the Wildcats are going to do tonight. It's going to be a great game as they close out the regular season, but it ain't over because we got the playoffs next. So we'll send it back down to the floor to you, Carlos and Mike, and we'll see you guys right here for kickoff at 7:30.
All right, thank you very much, Joe Aguilar. On the call tonight, if you need a link to that game, if you want to watch it on your phone or on the YouTube channel, whatever, you can go to our Facebook page. Misael Yanis just told me back in 2003, he was also homecoming king. So
oh, nice.
He did a little bit of everything back 20 years ago.
Yeah.
All right, so now it's time to learn a little bit more about one of the West Laco East Wildcats. We call the segment 5 Questions.
What's up, guys? I'm Gianno Ortiz for the West Coast Wildcats. I play safety and wide receiver, and this is my 5-question segment. My favorite food's probably like a pasta, like a chicken Alfredo or a lasagna, something like that. With some chicken, that's really good. My mom makes it, we all eat it together. It's pretty good. I don't really watch a lot of TV, but usually something on ESPN because I love sports. So I'll find a show like First Take, or I'll find a basketball game to watch. I think my dream car is probably like a Mercedes or a Cadillac, something like old school. That's real nice like that. Favorite music's R&B, something pretty chill. I also like some pop music, some hip hop. I like Taylor Swift, and I like Drake and Lil Baby, or something like that. That's probably top 3. I think my favorite athlete's probably like Tom Brady or something, because he's been so good for so long and he's just so consistent.
All right, Gianni Ortiz, thank you for playing 5 questions on the Knapp Medical Center pregame show. Let's check out the weather for tonight. Yes, it's a little bit cooler. It's been hot or warm throughout all the games that we've had, throughout 9 games, and here we are in game number 10. 77 degrees, finally some nice cool weather. Gonna have that tonight. No chance of rain, a little bit of wind, a little bit of breeze, about 11 miles per hour. You might want to bring a little hoodie, a little jacket. I think it's nice. I like this weather, and it should be a good one.
Yeah, it's
lots
beautiful.
going on.
Absolutely, and I love the part where it said it feels like 77 degrees. It's none of this. It's 95, but it feels like 105. No, those days are over with. Now we can enjoy some good fall weather football. Last game of the season, and then the playoffs next week. I'm so excited.
Absolutely, it's that time of the year. It's also senior night tonight. Homecoming, gonna have a new king, a new queen, and senior night. That's right, so all the seniors will be down on the field having a good time. For Mike Gonzalez, I'm Carlos Robledo. Thanks for joining us here on the Knapp Medical Center pregame show.